Okay, gentlemen, what we're doing is we're showing the setup and application of Finish Pro 395 Air Assisted Airless from Graco. If you take a look at the unit, there's not a whole lot of difference between this and a standard airless unit. It's a highboy cart and an airless unit. If you take a look down here, you've got a compressor. Okay, when you first get this unit up and running, you have to remember a couple things. You're going to treat this unit just like you would an airless sprayer. Come on and take a look over here. You've got a toggle switch right here. You've got airless and air assist. And where you switch your toggle switch, that will tell you how you're going to run the unit. When you get the unit first started in the morning, you're going to have to treat this unit just like you would an airless unit. You're going to have to flush it. It's going to have a solvent in it, such as mineral spirits or mineral spirits in motor oil. And if you're going to be spraying a waterborne material, you're going to want to flush everything with water. That's going to be the exact same thing as if you were using any one of your airless units in the fleet, okay? Here is your pressure control. Here's your on-off switch. Here's your prime valve. That's all going to be the same. Here's your drain hose. Nothing is different. You're going to go ahead and treat this unit like you would an airless. Okay, now, what we want to look at here is you've got a little bit different gun setup. Okay, this is an Air Assist Airless gun. This is your material line, and this is a direct feed line. And going to the gun handle is your air line, okay? When you're in the airless mode, this is gonna spray like a regular airless sprayer, okay? When we go to air assist, we're gonna interject some air. Now, when you first get started, to determine your fluid pressure needed to spray your product, the product we just sprayed here on these door jambs was Sherwin-Williams Pro Industrial waterborne pre-catalyzed epoxy. Okay, so we went ahead and we were in the airless mode only, and we were using a 208 fine finish tip, just a standard green tip, reversible. And what we did is we put this onto the gun just like we would any other airless unit, but we want to start with our fluid pressure low. So we see our fluid pressure here, maybe at about 700 pounds. So you take a piece of scrap drywall or resin paper or cardboard, and you come over here in the airless mode and you make a fast pass. And you want to see tails, but you don't want to see tails to the left and the right of your fan pattern. You want the tails right on your fan, right on your good fan pattern. You don't want a big gap. So you go ahead and you turn up the pressure until you've got a fan pattern with very slight tails. So you start low and build up till you get that sweet spot. All this is done in the airless mode, no different than any other airless sprayer. Now's where it changes. You're going to go now and switch this. Once you've determined your fluid pressure, you switch this to air assist. And the compressor turns on. Your compressor turns on. Now, what I want to show everybody is there's a delay on the compressor. This is going to take a second, it's going to shut off. Okay, we didn't do a thing. Now, it's actuated by a two-stage trigger. I'm gonna pull the trigger halfway back and I'll have air coming out and the compressor kicks on. All right, I'm gonna let go of the trigger, 3-second delay, and then the compressor's gonna shut off. Okay, now, how we set that compressor. With clear finishes, figure about 8 to 12 pounds of air. With enamels, such as the pre-cat water-based epoxy, about 20 pounds. So what we're gonna do is gonna go down here. Here's gonna be our fluid pressure. Here's gonna be our air. We're gonna set this at about 20 pounds. Watch what happens when I turn on the compressor. Now watch this, I'm gonna let go of the trigger. So you wanna set this while the gun is moving, or the gun's triggered. Set it at about 20 pounds, you're ready to go. Let go of the trigger. But again, air, material all the way back.